Okay. Swear to God, the internet. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. Sorry about that bad Wi-Fi connection over here in Venezuela. Welcome back, guys. My old Skool Gunner transfer live. A big surprise, guys. He's all smiles. I don't know how he's all smiles because he's an Arsenal fan, but he's still smiling. My God, guys. A big surprise. There he is. Drawnbydre. I'm going to take.
Old school. Don't know where he's gone.
Okay.
You just cut up there. Okay, so you're just not looking at me. So I'll just be, hi guys, my name is Drawnbydre. Many of you lot have seen me before. I don't know if the camera's on me or if I'm live or he's live. I don't know. I'm gonna talk. Yeah, so my name's Drawnbydre. Actually Andre, but yeah, Arsenal fan. Just a bit about myself. Many of you seen me before on the old schools channel. I haven't been active for a while because I've been very busy, but with work and whatnot. But good to make a little surprise appearance. You know what I mean? But yeah, just to come on and talk about the transfer news regarding Arsenal. Obviously, just talking about the in, the out, if there's any outs. But yeah, but just a couple of transfers and rumors and just stuff happening all regarding Arsenal, like results and whatnot. But yeah, what I'll just tell you a bit about my channel. My channel just does. I do podcasts with my mate. We just talk. I recently. Oh yeah, old school. I forgot to tell you my Kronk out video got 1K views or something. That's crazy for me. I mean,
You
that's
got
that's that's
1K views, Frankie out
1K
video.
views on the Conke
Nice.
out video. Yeah.
Wow,
On my,
1,000
on my
views.
on my vlog. On my vlog. Yeah.
Wow, respect.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But yeah, it was my channel just does anything regarding Arsenal. I mean, I live close to the Arsenal, as I've done a couple podcasts before with old school. Check out my channel, Drawnbydre, if you want to have a look. But yeah, that's just really about me, and let's get started.
Yeah, let's get straight into it. You all know about me, guys. I don't think I need to introduce myself. You know what I mean? 11,000 subscribers, 1,100. That speaks for itself. You know what I mean? Quality content. Good looking guy. Got it all going on. Incredible physique. I'm a man. You know, I'm macho. I'm like The Rock. You know, look at me. Devilishly handsome. I'm living in Venezuela and I'm still alive. I haven't been killed. That tells you all about me. I'm a man that can handle himself. No, let's move on. All right, let's talk about the last pre-season friendly, the game against Tottenham Hotspur. It doesn't matter about the result, but the performance. I was founded at the defense was. What do you think about John Andre? I must be concerned about the level of performance when the league start is 2 days away against Brentford. You think we're ready for the start of the season? You think we're ready? The performance against Tottenham very bad.
Well, what you were just saying, the internet was just cutting off, but I think I got the gist of it. It was saying about comparing the performance of Spurs. Well, I never watched. Just to touch on that quickly, I never watched that because I was at work and yeah, I just didn't want to watch that crap. But I did go to the Chelsea game when we played Chelsea at home. I went to the actual match as well. I was at
Okay.
I was in the stadium with me and my mate. But yeah, we were just yeah, so we were just watching. Like it was just quite boring. Like I don't know how to describe it. Like it was dry, it was dull. The performance, like you had spells, but we had the ball. Like this is what Chelsea do and Arsenal. Arsenal play the good football. Chelsea get the goals and win games and win trophies.
Yeah.
That's the difference. We play the football, they get the results. That's the difference between Arsenal and Chelsea. But overall, like it was just defensive mistakes. Like the first half, we put two different teams out. Like we scored, and then they scored first, I believe. Then Xhaka scored a header. Oh my
Yeah.
God, Xhaka as
Then
well.
Abraham, yeah.
And then Abraham scores over a Bellerin mistake. Like, I
Yeah.
just don't know what to do. And it's so crap. Our team, like, I don't know what's wrong with Arteta. Like, he can see the dead wood at our club, the rotten core, and he's not even bothering to get rid of it. Instead he's just signing new contracts for them. Like, it just makes no sense. Like, I want this manager out. Like, he's ruining the club even further. Like, I'm not even
Yeah.
an Arteta out hater. Like, I want him out. Or if we don't get out, like me, I just don't want him in the club. To be honest, I don't see any progression with him. Like, we finished 8th twice while he's here. Like, this is his 3rd season now, I believe.
Mm.
But yeah, because he came in 2 seasons ago during like January winter time. So yeah, he's crap. He won us an FA Cup, fair enough. Like, all right, cool. That warranted you another stay. Cool. Last season, what was that? That was one of the worst seasons I've seen in my life. My whole
Yeah.
life as an Arsenal fan,
Yeah.
worst. Honestly. Shit performances, shit coaching, shit everything. Like, shit sponsors, everything. It was so crap. Like, obviously, you got given some leeway because there were no fans. Fair enough. But I believe if there were fans, they would have got him out uh, as soon as that December period was happening when we weren't winning games. Like, I don't understand what he's doing. I'm hearing rumors that Willock is leaving. Willock's in Newcastle up now. Like, I don't,
He's gone to Newcastle, yeah. He's done
yeah,
25.
honestly, keep it real, old school. We need goals for midfield. He goes and sells Willock. Like, I don't understand. You don't give him a
Yeah.
chance. Like, I don't understand how Smith Rowe gets numerous chances and the number 10 top, but Willock doesn't. Willock's been better than Smith Rowe at his period at Newcastle. But if you compare who had
7
a better
goals in
season,
7 games, yeah. He scored 7 goals in the last 7 games for Newcastle.
yeah, although
A
it's
goal
for
a game.
Newcastle, everyone's gonna throw back at me, but it's still goals and it's still in the league. Like, if it was in a different league, we can compare. But they played against Spurs, they played against City, they played against different other teams, and he's still getting goals against them in big
Yeah.
games. When was the last time a midfielder scored for us against Spurs?
And then we're looking
Ages
for
ago.
James Maddison. We had Willock.
Yeah, honestly,
And
Willock's younger.
we're throwing money away. We need a striker. Out and out striker, man. We need a guy that's going to hit at least 20 goals a season. In respects to the strikers we have, we need another striker coming in there.
We need a right back. We need a right back.
And we
We
need a
can't,
CA.
we can't have this whole season playing Chambers and Cedric at right back. There's no way it's Bellerin getting in the team unless Arteta's going to pull off a madness on deadline day. But I don't care about deadline day. I want to get the signings in now and get him going. I don't want them on the deadline day. Then they're going to have time to improve.
On Friday as well. I mean, the
Then
new season
Arteta's
on Friday.
going to keep benching him. Then Arteta's going to keep waiting to the 70th minute to bring him on. That's what he's going to do. He always does this shit. Like, all the time, he makes his changes too late. Like, he's such a crap manager, honestly. Like, honestly, old school, I'm keeping it real. I'm on loan. I'm not an Arsenal fan this season. I'm on loan to Crystal Palace. I want to see the beautiful football they're going to play.
I might join you. Be with Vieira.
Patrick Vieira. Oh, my God.
Vieira.
Eze, Zaha, all those ballers, man. Honestly.
Vieira.
Vieira, man. Honestly.
Great manager.
The only reason Arteta got the job is because he's Arsenal captain. He was captain. If he wasn't captain, then he wouldn't have got the job.
I was sucked in too. A lot of people were sucked in by that.
Yeah.
They used that to kind of pass it through. Little experience, not really a good coach, very little experience, but an Arsenal player. I jumped on it. You know, after Emery, after all that, after Wenger, we were desperate. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
The signings. Ben White, okay. Tavares, Sambi Lokonga, they're all good players, yeah?
Yeah. We need more.
Now you've seen that the other teams, Chelsea with Lukaku, Spurs have got this Romero, this Argentinian defender. He's very good. United are in there. Man City. Now you see that we haven't been doing good. It was like a false sense of security. We got those 3 players, and I was feeling okay about it. The problems are still at the club, but I was feeling a bit more positive. But now the other teams have got better players than us, and they were already ahead of us. You mentioned the FA Cup win, and I know you know this. The difference between winning the cup and the league, man, is we're miles away. I mean, and we've been sliding since 2004, 17 years in decline. It's like cancer spreading, man. And I can't understand for the life of me. I'm not going to talk about it all the time, but Granny Xhaka, I can't understand for the life of me what Mikel Arteta is doing. Why is he persistent with this player? The guy is a liability. Him and El Neni, man. When they're in possession, I have my heart in my mouth. You don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Awful,
man. I do know what they're going to do. I know what they're going to do. They're going to pass sideways and backwards. They're not going to go forward. They're going to recycle.
I know you didn't see the Spurs game, right? But Lokonga and Ben White, when we had possession, Lokonga and Ben White were turning their bodies towards the ball. They were looking for the ball to come to them, and they were looking to move. They were already turning when the ball was coming. Xhaka, he's very he stands awkwardly, man, when the ball is coming to him. He doesn't look left or right, and he doesn't prepare to turn into the space. The ball is coming. The opposition player is already moving towards him. He doesn't move. Lokonga and Ben White, when the ball was coming towards them, they were moving towards the ball. They were turning into it, and they were turning away. You know what I mean? From the player. They're way better at taking the ball. When the ball comes, I don't know. They're more aware that they're moving. They know
what they're going to do when they get the ball. Yeah.
They already know what they're going to do. Now, we were saying about the signings, right? Arteta, if you were the coach, if I was the coach, I would know 1 month before the end of last season, I would have a short list of the players I want.
And if if you can't get them, have another short list.
Yeah, I would have 3 players for every position.
Yeah.
Not leaving it till this last minute crap. And now Xhaka is at the club, and of course Thomas Partey got injured, right? And now it looks like Arteta has justified keeping Xhaka. Well, because Partey's injured, now we can play Xhaka.
Yeah.
I mean, we have lots of players that can play in there, not just Xhaka. He should have been moved on, man. There's lots of good players, young players that deserve a start, and they're better than Xhaka. I mean, in training, is he giving these guys advice?
Yeah.
If he tried to give me advice in training, I'd summon the Roy Keane in me, and I'd knock him out with 1 punch. If Xhaka came up to me in training and tried to give me advice on how to play in the midfield, I swear to God, I would just laugh at him. I would laugh and walk away. And if he's got a problem in the change room later, come talk to me about it. Man to man. He's crap. He is crap. I'm serious. People think I'm joking. I'm serious. I don't care where he's from. I don't care how big he is. If he tries to give me some training, I'd laugh in his face.
Yeah, honestly.
You know what I mean?
Honestly.
Oh, God, man. If Ben White said to me, look Dave, look old school, try to take an extra touch when you're in possession, or look up a bit more, I take it on board. But if Shaka tried to give me advice, I would just laugh in his face. I'd be laughing all the way to my Lamborghini, man. I'm telling you.
You know what? A lot of people at the club are. They're too comfortable at the club. Bellerin, Xhaka, El Neni, all those type of players. The Deadwood. I may say this, but Pablo Mari, he's not. I think we could do better than him. I mean, I'm not a hater or nothing, but honestly, Leno as well. Leno is another one. Mustafi's gone anyway. Kolasinac, I don't know why he's still here. Do you know what I mean? We're not going to use him. We bought Tavares. Get rid of him. What's the point? But all these players, they're all too comfortable at the club. They like their wages. They like London. They like the lifestyle. Hector Bellerin is the longest serving player at the club at the moment, as well as Xhaka. Well, Xhaka came in like 2015. This is a joke, honestly. Like if them two are the definition of what the club has become. Just shit, and just careless. Like honestly, it's just so crap. Like I know we came to address the signings, but what signings have we made? Lokonga, looks decent. I saw a bit of the highlights and everything, but they showed him in possession. He looked
Good
decent.
player.
He always looks to play the ball, but we can't pin our hopes on him. Same with Ben White. We can't pin our hopes on him. Gabriel's still coming back. All right. I know the partnership now is going to be Murray and White. Okay, he wants to keep the balance. Tierney, he's class. He's class. And then you got Tavares. The thing is I don't want to see with Lokonga and Tavares is their raw passion, like how Martinelli is. Their raw talent is very good. I do not want Arteta to coach out of them because I don't want him to become an Arteta Xhaka type of player. I don't want Lokonga to become El Neni or Xhaka. I want him to become his own self.
Football. You know what I mean? Safety first football. That's the way they safety first, take an extra touch, keep the position, play a sideways pass. Man, the ball has to be released. The ball has to be released immediately.
Look at the speed. Look at the speed of our strikers and Bar Lacazette. Look at the strikers. Look at the pace of our strikers and wingers. The ball needs to be released quickly in behind. Why does nobody do that? Why do we always look for the cross?
You need to hit it faster. Get it up front.
Honestly,
United
run onto it. They don't do anything but run and shoot.
Man United, they play fast up front. They have the same team as us, more or less.
What does Bruno Fernandes do? Look for the pass straight away. Find Rashford, find Greenwood, find Martial. Even not Icardi, Cavani. Just it up front, hold it up, play it off, lay it off. What are we doing, man? I don't like. Honestly, I don't even think Smith Rowe has got the ability to ping a long range pass, quite like Partey or Pepe even or Ben White. Like, honestly, I don't. Smith Rowe, another one. It's maybe an off topic, like unpopular opinion. I don't believe he should have got the number 10 top because he don't deserve it. In my opinion, he may have requested it. Cool. I don't mind him requesting the top. But I don't believe he should have got number 10. I think he should have kept it. I think he should have kept it for another season because during the time that when we brought him up against that Chelsea game, cool. He done all right. But it weren't enough to warrant a number 10 top. Do you know what I mean? It was only a couple months. Unless you do it for a whole season, that's all right. But you could throw the point in saying, oh, you weren't playing for the whole season. In my personal opinion, I believe after this season coming, if he does well, give him number 10. But we moved too early. Like when we announced that he's a number 10 and he's signed a new contract, that goes to show we weren't signing a centre mid, a midfielder. Yeah. That goes to show that what we've got with Smith Rowe now is what we're getting because there's no way Maddison or whoever we're linked with is going to start over Smith Rowe because Smith Rowe just got number 10. So Smith Rowe is going to be the guys. If you're watching and you want a fantasy team, put Smith Rowe in. He's going to get you minutes. And he might get you a couple assists if we do well. But overall, mate, I'm pretty like not scared, but as I've bantered before, saying I support Palace. I'm going to be watching Palace because the football they're going to be playing is beautiful. And like we can't even break teams down when they sit with a low block. We don't know how to beat them. We don't know how to spread the ball through quickly. And to finish, that's what scares me. Our finishing, not our creation enough, or maybe a bit of our creation. Our defending, okay, it obviously got time to improve, but our finishing needs to fix up because Aubameyang is not on form. Pepe needs to step up a bit. Saka's just coming back. Lacazette, all right, he's the most informed person, but who's going to get the striker spot or the wingers, or who's going to get one of those 3 spots, and that's Aubameyang. But he's not on form. But because he's our club captain, I don't believe he should be. I don't believe he should be. But because he's our club captain, he's going to start no matter what, and he's going to get you minutes.
I'm just going to put this.
Guaranteed to start.
I'm just going to put this comment up here. Brentford till I die. Can't wait to play against you, friend.
I can't wait to play you lot as well, man. There'll be a good game. A good opener as well.
Looking forward to playing against us. He's seen the way the team is. You know what I mean? Looking forward to playing Arsenal too.
Yeah, anyone would.
We're getting laughed at by Brentford. With respect to Brentford.
Banter. Hector Bellerin epitomizes the football club, man. Batty crease, honestly. I'm just pissed off.
The thing with Shaq for me is they crossed the line. How could they let him? That for me is unacceptable. To give Shaq
What did you say? You just cut out there.
Unacceptable. They really are trying to mug us off. It's insulting our intelligence. Like a blind man can see how limited the player is. We have so many young players that are bursting to get into the team. He's not worthy of a place. We should play one of them. It's so unfair. It's so unfair on the players also that are behind him, the younger players. It's so unfair on them. In training, it doesn't matter what they do because he's going to get picked. I mean, what do you have to do to get picked? Anyone that stands up to him, Guendouzi, Saliba, he moves them on. They don't want to play his kind of play. They stood up to Arteta. Guendouzi had an open argument with him several times in training. It got heated. I mean, it got nasty. Guendouzi was sent away. I mean, anyone with a bit of bottle, with a bit of spite, with a bit of power. I mean, we have no leaders in the team. We're not ready. We're not ready for the start of the season. When we made the signings, I was a little bit positive. I mean, Ben White is an incredible player, but now when I've seen what other teams have done, and I've seen our pathetic performances in games. I mean, in Scotland, man, we had the friendlies in Scotland against Hibernian and Rangers. In respects to them, we conceded 4 goals in those 2 games. 3 of them were set pieces, and all 4 goals were avoidable, man. All 4 goals were avoidable.
Have we won a game this week? Oh no, we have against Watford. We beat Watford, yeah. But that don't count, man. It was at the training ground. Like that's just disrespectful.
Yeah.
Like, you play them at the Emirates.
Millwall, yeah, we stuffed Millwall, but that doesn't count.
Yeah, like come on, man. Like we can't even beat a Scottish. Like we're so crap, honestly. But you got to take it into. Everyone's saying it's pre-season. You got to give it some time. Like what we should be winning, man. Like I don't understand. It's pre-season. It's pre-season. We should win. Every game we win. Every game. Go into the momentum high. Go into the game momentum high. Just a little thing I want to touch on quickly is Bernd Leno, right?
Yeah.
As I said before, I went to the game against Chelsea when we lost 2-1 in the preseason. Don't matter. The only reason I went is because the money went to charity. That's the mental health charity. And that's important and whatnot. I think nothing goes to the club. So me and my mate went. So there we sit behind the goals, right? So first half we were on the Chelsea side, as in like where we were shooting. The other side we were where Arsenal were defending. So clock end and North Bank. So I was by the clock end. So after the game, Leno has a stinker. I believe he had a stinker because he could have done so much better with some of the shots, right? And his distribution is shocking, right? That's another thing we got. That's another thing we got to talk about. His distribution is shocking. As for Arsenal, I honestly think they'll sneak into Europa League. You guys don't have any UEFA Cups in this space for me. Yeah, we play 1 game a week now, anyway, mate. But we play 1 game a week. There's no excuses. Everyone should be fresh. Everyone should be ready. There's no excuses for us to be saying, "Oh, there's no traveling we got to do." The only traveling we do is to the different part of the country, wherever. I don't know where
we don't have to head into Europe, mainland Europe. We don't have to travel to European games.
No COVID restrictions or whatnot. Just play football. That's what we got to do week in, week out. 3 points is what
like you said. They should be rested and fresher.
Yeah, honestly. But yeah, going back to the point about Leno. Yeah. So after the game, he has a stink, and he's like very quiet. Leno, like he picked up it. So one fan next to me shouted, "Leno, you're fucking shit. Fix up. We've got Runnison. Don't. What did he say? He said, Leno, you're fucking shit. Fix up. We've got Runnison as our backup. We don't need you injured." And then Leno, he heard everyone and other people started shouting as well, like to my right of me, like they were all like hooligans in it. It's like, Leno, fix up. It's like, we've got Runnison, trying to say, oh, you're shit, like because he needs to fix up. And then he heard everything because it was so quiet. He heard it and he looked over at us, and he was like this, like that, just like he was just like that. He looked over. He came up to us, like not straight away, like not all the way up to us, but he was like to this behind the steward. He was like this. What? What is that? No, quite huge words, man. Just say something. Like, I don't understand. These footballers think
He's
because
German.
because they
He's German. I mean,
they
he's
because
trying
they
to
think
intimidate you with his stare.
yeah because these footballers, right?
Body shot.
They're on a pitch because of these footballers are on a pitch and they can't interact with fans unless they want to. Yeah, because they can't do that. They think they're up here and we're below here. But really and
Yeah.
truly, we pay your wages, mate. But one of my mates was saying, after the match, Aubameyang gave his shirt to his worn shirt, what he wore for the match, to a fan, which was nice. But I said he should have threw it back at him and tell him to score some goals. I said I said to him, you should score some goals, mate, instead of giving tops away, man. Bloody hell. You giving so many tops away for? But yeah, that's the Chelsea game for you summed up really. Just shit. Bellerin
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
The performances are not good at all.
Aubameyang
I
shit.
want to thank Brentford till I die for tuning in. He's on his way off now. Thank you for tuning in your comments, my friend, and thank you for subbing. All right. Yeah, man, the Spurs performance as well. But like I said, I got in a good buzz about the signings we made. But then I saw the moves that other clubs were making, and then I saw the performances. And the league starting out is just 2 days away. I can't believe it. I mean, just like, I don't know, I'm not enthusiastic. I'm not in a good mood about it. Let me just put up another comment there. Alex Vonaman is tuning in. Great show, guys. Yeah, thanks very much. My old buddy and pal, the Arsenal fan that's had enough, Dre, is joining me. Check out his channel, guys. Drawnbydre. Do yourselves a favor. Check out his possession-based podcast. I've guested on it a few times and I enjoyed it. Subscribe to the man. As you can see, guys, we're beleaguered Arsenal fans 2 days before the start of the season. And definitely Dre is tense and he's fired up. But he has every right to be, guys. I mean, it's been a tough couple of weeks for the Arsenal fans. We haven't done enough in the transfer window by a long shot, guys. Let's not kid ourselves. There seems to be a lot of talk and conjecture about players we're going to sign. I'm not going to talk about the players we should have offloaded. Everyone knows about that. We've talked about it at length already. But the guys we should have signed, we need to have those deals done a long time ago, guys. The transfer window is going until the end of the season, until the end of the month, 31st of August. Okay, that's grand. But the season is starting in 2 days. We need to get the players we buy integrated into the team. We need to hit the ground running. We need to hit the ground running against Brentford, Chelsea, and Man City. We need to do everything in our power to get points out of those games. Not 5 games in, not 7 games in. You know what I mean? We need to hit the ground running from the very first match. Get as many points as we can this season. We need to get into Europe. We haven't. We're out of Europe for the first time in 25 years, guys. We need to take control of the situation. You don't know what's going to happen against Chelsea and City. I honestly think they're going to beat us. I think those teams will beat us. We need to get the points against Brentford. We need to get a victory. It starts now, right now. It started a month ago. To be ready, he needs to go to the team. He needs to play the strongest team. And Aubameyang has to be dropped in respect to him. If he plays Aubameyang, I swear to God, I could be heading into Palace with you and supporting the legend that is Patrick Vieira. He needs to drop Aubameyang. We're not going to...
Honestly.
Man, he's not at the races. He'll come back a better player when he gets dropped. He'll be competitive in training and he'll come back fired up. A chip on his shoulder and a point to prove. He'll have a point to prove. He'll have a chip on his shoulder and he'll be well up for it. I don't understand the whole situation. Man, wait till Friday. I swear to God, if we lose that game, wait till the first 3 games are over. Check out my channel then and see what I've got to say about it. It's going to be explosive. I'm telling you, it's going to be a very hard season for Arsenal. I can see it because I can't see where the goals are going to come from. I can't see the performances. It's completely inept. We're lacking in so many departments. And then again, we get fooled. Like Ben White, he's a great player, but the rest of the defence against Spurs, Ben White was just kicking the ball away from under his own, under the bar, from on the goal line. How many times did Ben White just hack the ball clear? If it wasn't for him, man, it could have been 3 or 4. The rest of the defence was all at sea. They were all over the place. I heard about Bellerin and this modelling thing. My wife told me she thinks his level of modelling is Primark. The place he could model is in Primark. Fuck him. That's what my wife said to me. I said, look at this player we've been trying to get rid of. He's a model for Primark. And she took one look at the picture of him and she said, who's he modelling for? Primark? You know what I mean? What a muppet. That's my wife. Doesn't even know the guy. First thing I would promote, who's he modelling for? Primark. You know what I mean? Man. And I said, that's his level as a player and as a model. You know what I mean? My God,
Oh my
man.
god.
Yeah, he's
Oh
a
my
Primark
god.
model. Oh, the Primark
I
catalogue
can see it.
sometime by
Oh,
that muppet in there. You heard the story about him and Mikel Arteta?
what's that?
Yesterday, I was doing my fan cam live with Warren
Yeah.
from Warren Team Talk. He told me that he took Bellerin to Arsenal and to London, Mikel Arteta. And when Bellerin came to the club, I think Arteta was still a player. And Arteta let him live in his house for a while. He gave him one of the bedrooms. I swear to God, the two of them are having some kind of romantic liaison. I'm convinced. And I'm not going to get into it, but I have nothing against homosexuals, guys. You know what I mean? Peace and love. But respect. But the two boys, they're definitely in some kind of relationship. I guarantee you, man. I guarantee you, Bellerin is Arteta's love child, and Xhaka.
I think personally we should have got, if we're gonna get someone who played for the club, get someone who played for the club who has no affiliations to the player whatsoever.
Yeah.
So at the time, who was still there? Ozil was still there. What's his name? Bellerin was still there. All those older players, whoever we had at the time, there's no affiliation to the club. So someone who was from the Ivory era, maybe you could do. Maybe someone who's older than Arteta, because the guy's still young as well as a coach. He's not a manager, but we'll have to see, because I don't want Arsenal. I never want Arsenal to lose, but I do want low-key want them to a couple losses, because I want to see what the club are going to do. That imagine we finish 10th this season, no, or 8th again, yeah, no Europe again. The club have to act. He has to fuck off. And if we have that form again, if we have that shit form again like last season, whereby we didn't win a game in the whole of winter or whatnot. Do you remember that period when we were losing? Aubameyang scoring goals. We weren't scoring. We couldn't score. We were just conceding shit. Bellerin getting bodied by Grealish. Like, honestly, if we have that period again, I'm pissed off again, and we're taking action, because every time I call up the Arsenal customer service security line, I always say sign some players. Is that there's nothing we can do. Tell someone then. Come on, we're shit. How is Aston Villa signing Danny Ings, Emi Buendia and Leon Bailey, and we're fucking who is Ben White? Cool. We need to address the centre back after.
He didn't go for Basuma. He was there. He wanted to come to the club.
Exactly.
The striker, Laurent Martinez. Why didn't we go for him? Chelsea can get Lukaku. We can't get Martinez.
We need goals. We need a right back. We need a forward. We need a striker. We need a midfielder. We just a spare left back. We just a centre back. We need a new goalkeeper. We need a new right back, plus another spare right back, and maybe, I don't know, an attacking midfielder if we get lucky. But now we sold Willett, we don't need one. So I don't understand, man.
What do you think about Ben White? How do you rate him? What do you think of Ben White as a player?
I don't understand.
You have to be happy with the signing, right? He's a good signing, right?
The thing is with these Arsenal fans, I don't understand why they're trying to glorify Ben White, saying that he's the next best thing. Really and truly, he weren't all that. Only because he came to Arsenal, everyone's starting to make him better than he actually is. He's average, isn't it? He's average / good, isn't it? But if it was me personally with the budget, I wouldn't go for Ben White. I would have went for someone else. But
it cost a lot of money, you know. It cost a lot of money.
We've got him now, so we have to make do with him, innit? So
we've been the comparison between him and Varane has been going on the 2 weeks ago. United got Rafael Varane.
I cannot believe our Arsenal fans, these delusional Twitter fans on Arsenal or for Arsenal trying to compare Ben White to fucking Varane. What is this shit, man? You know Varane's much worse. No, I'm joking. But Ben White, I don't understand that. Well, what are we doing, man? Honestly, it's so crap. Like, just making hype and the attention. And the one thing I rate, with Skool Gunner, honestly, I rate Lee Gunner for this. Yeah, he is sticking it on those Arsenal press, the people who's Arsenal press. So whoever
Mm.
asked him for the conference and whatnot, to ask him actual proper questions, because no one's talking to Arteta like, all right, cool, you need to fix something now. Everyone's like, all nice, nice,
Nobody.
nice, butterflies.
Yeah.
Everyone's too
Arteta
nice.
is
Everyone's too nice in the club. That's what I said
Mm.
earlier. Everyone's too comfortable and too confident. They need to relax a bit and make them feel less confident. We need a breath of fresh air in the club. Everyone's there for so long. Bellerin, Xhaka, Nenny's been there for ages. Leno has. Who else we got? And then he's Kolasinac. Like obviously not Cedric, but Cedric got to go. But maybe Aubameyang. If you don't have a good season this year, I'll cut ties with him and sell him. Honestly, it's got
Yeah.
to the point. He's not doing anything other. He needs to score goals.
Yeah.
It's
I'm just going to
crazy.
say hello to Warren there from Warren's Team Talk. Thanks for tuning in, Warren. I see you been in contact with Drawnbydre a few times on the WhatsApp group, guys. Thanks for tuning in, Warren. I hope you're enjoying the show. And let's get into some comments. Yeah. I fear the worst. I had Warren on my live stream yesterday on my fan cam. He made a lot of good points.
Yeah.
The absolute, yeah, here he goes. At Brentford till I die, you have guaranteed 3 points. The team is at 6s and 7s. The team is definitely not at what it should be. And the players, why didn't we sell the players that we were looking to sell? We could have made them. We could have used that money to get the players we needed. It's been a complete farce of a transfer window so far. And now they're going to try to, under stress, pressure, probably make a few wrong moves for players just to satisfy the press and just to satisfy the fans at the end of the season. I mean, we should have known a month before the end of last season what players we wanted. Like, keep saying that. It's completely disorganized. There's no organization whatsoever. Ben White gave me a lift. Okay, like you said, he's not exactly a good player in the world, but he gave me a lift because he has certain qualities. He can improve our defense. I mean, that's not saying much, I suppose, but he can improve our defense. But in the midfield and in the forwards, we've got real problems. It's way too easy to play through our midfield. The opposition, they play through our midfield so easily. It's hard to believe. I mean, and when our midfield lose the ball, they kind of get covered. Once the ball guys were exposed, game set match. See against Brentford if it happens. We're very bad at getting back and making a covering tackle. Ben White, he saved us numerous times against Spurs under his own crossbar. You know what I mean? He was hacking the ball out from under his own crossbar. He saved us on numerous occasions. The midfield was just wide open. They were just picking us off. All I saw in the Spurs game was Spurs on the attack. We didn't muster more than 3 attacks. It was Spurs, chance for Spurs, chance for Spurs, chance for Spurs, chance for Spurs. All game long. We were on the back foot. We didn't get a hold of it. How it ended up 1-0, I honestly don't know. It could have been far worse, guys. We weren't competitive in the game. We were not competitive. The 50-50 ball, we weren't even in there. The difference between the teams, what Arteta's doing, I honestly don't know. He brought on Saka. It was nice to see Saka get a round of applause from the Tottenham fans, and I thanked him for that. I congratulate them on their sportsmanship, because poor Saka has had a very hard time, especially in the final. One thing I'm going to touch on is the whole Ian Wright situation. What do you think about that racism that's been going on with him? What happened in with the Leicester fans? I mean, in the Charity Shield final, it's a bit crazy, right? The racism situation with Ian Wright. It's a bit. I mean,
Well, I did watch the Community Shield, but I did turn it off after Leicester won it. I couldn't be asked to watch anyone lift the trophy. But I
yeah,
did watch a bit of your video because I've been very busy. But you just in saying about Ian Wright, about him getting racist remarks from, was it the Leicester fans?
yeah. A small
Obviously,
section of the Leicester fans.
not obviously not all Leicester fans, but
Yeah, of
like,
course.
yeah, obviously racism is wrong. Like, I'm obviously going to say the generic stuff. Racism is wrong. Obviously, shouldn't be tolerated, especially with our player. Like, he's only there to do his job. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand why they were calling him stuff. Like, he has nothing to do with the match. He won't see that even if he had something to do with the match, it's wrong. But one thing I want to talk about, right? is Arsenal and Saka. All right, I've been holding it in for ages. Right, this is my opinion. I just want to get my opinion
Okay.
across. I do not like Arsenal how they using Saka. Right, and hear me out. I believe that they are using Saka. You see Arsenal is Instagram, lots of pictures and videos and that of Saka. They're trying to treat him like how everyone treats Kante and the nice black guy that everyone all smiles. Do you know what I mean? That is it's very shit how they're trying to do Saka. Obviously, he's had a hard time at the Euros and whatnot. He missed the penalty. All right, cool. So did Sancho and Rashford, but he's the youngest one. He's the most inexperienced one there. Fair enough. And it's the last penalty. But I don't understand how the Arsenal fans. Do you see that thing with them, all the pictures and messages and everything of
Yeah.
it was a nice gesture, but I think the club are doing too much, man. Why do that? I don't understand. Why post it as well? Like just do it behind the scenes. Not everything needs to be recorded and sent because
Yeah, of
really and
course.
truly, the real thing that needs to be recorded is that fraud Arteta, and those bastards Edu and what's the other word? What's the other one called? Garlic. Was it Garlic? Or whatever his name is, man. But yeah, them two, they need to be recorded. That's why I'm excited for this season because the All or Nothing documentary is coming out. So I want to see what's happening at the club. I mean, this will be the closest thing, but I don't understand why they're trying to keep everything all PG.
When is that documentary coming out, Trey? You know that?
At the end of the season. So it's going to show the whole of the season.
Okay.
Yeah.
That should be interesting, man. It's do or die
Yeah.
this season for Arteta, I think. I think he
Honestly.
needs to do something this season. We need to get back in Europe. I honestly don't think we're going to get back in. I can't see us getting back into Europe this season. I just can't see where the victories are going to come from. The goals, man, we're not doing it.
If you see Warren's chat here saying this season is going to be a disaster, we're weaker than we are. I 100% agree with that because we're without a solid backup keeper, as in Matt Ryan. He was a million times better than Runnison.
I like Ryan.
We are without an attacking number 10 like Odegaard as well as Smith Rowe. We've lessened our team. We've lost Odegaard. We've lost obviously Sabalas was shit, but he did cost us. But we're without him. That's another man out of midfield. And without Mr. David Luiz, Mr. Long Range Passing.
Yeah.
And he was an actual leader at the back. I mean, I don't know.
He did a job for the team. I was happy with Luiz. He's the complete opposite of Willian.
Yeah, oh God.
No comparison. David Luiz did okay for the team, and he took a red card when he had to take a red card. And when he had to take the player down, he took the player down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He sacrificed himself. He was willing to put in a shift for the club. I was happy with David Luiz. It was a pity he left. Yeah. Like you said, he's an experienced head and he's a leader. He's experienced. He's a man. David Luiz is a man. You know what I mean? He was experienced. Lost a yard of pace, but he had that experience. Stand off this striker when the striker was, when the striker was moving. David Luiz gave himself that half a yard extra on the striker that he could get across. He had experience, It counts for a lot, man. The one thing I'll say about Ben White, kind of going off the pointer, but the one thing I'll say about him, he has Premier League experience. The more players we can get with Premier League experience, the better, because he can fit in almost seamlessly. It just makes the transition easier. He has that Premier League experience. That to me is very valuable in the game because it's a tough league to step up if you're coming from another country. But he has that experience. He knows the opposition and he knows what they can and can't do. So that was a positive thing for me that he has played in the Premier League. Like Jack Grealish going to City, he's a Premier League player already. Like if Harry Kane goes to Manchester City, I would like if Harry Kane came to Arsenal, to be honest, just to piss off the Spurs fans.
He won't come, no way.
He could be like Sol Campbell, be like the Messiah.
We will. I don't understand how this will happen, but we will ruin Harry Kane if he comes over here. Arteta will get him to play a different way.
We'll give him advice. Shaka's a great man for giving advice. You know what I mean? He'll tell you how to play. Shaka will tell you how to play football. And then I will knock him straight out with one punch. I wouldn't even pull my fist back, man. I'll just throw the punch from wherever my hand is. I'm not going to telegraph it. Wherever my hand is, man, I'm just going to let it go from there. I'm not going to pull back. You know what I mean? Non-telegraphic. That's what it's called. I'm not going to telegraph it. I'm just going to let it go, man. I'm
Let
not
it go.
condoning violence, guys. Well, only against Shaka. But look, man, wait till Friday. Wait till Friday. I can imagine what you're going to be like on Friday, pulling out your hair. I'll be pulling out my teeth, but I'm going to be biting on my fist. It's going to be.
It's gonna be a good one, but it's gonna be
It's the lack of news coming out of the Emirates. It's the lack of news coming out of London Colony. Arteta is so quiet. There's no correspondence. There's no.
everything has to be kept quiet with Arsenal and Arteta. Everything has to be quiet and kept low key. But just before another question or we go or whatnot, what do you want your lineup to be on Friday? What do you think our team should be on Friday?
The lineup. Let me just check. I did it on formation.com. Let me just check. Okay, I did it on formation.com, guys. Check it out to make up team formation. And all the players are on it. It's very good. I did Leno goal. I did a 4-3-3. I have no goal.
Old school? Yo.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're cutting in and out, mate.
Yeah, it's the Wi-Fi over here, man. Is okay. I'm going to play a 4-3-3 against Brentford. I have Leno in goal.
Yeah.
I have Tierney, I have Mari, I have White, and I have Tavares.
As a right back?
Yeah, Tavares. He can play left back or right back.
Yeah, I wanted to. Yeah, okay.
He can play left or right. If you check his player profile, if you check the way he played for his former club, he's played as a left back or a right back, or he can also play on the wing. So I have Tierney, I have Mari, I have White, and I have Tavares. In the field, because of injuries now, guys, this is because of injuries. If Gabriel, I would have Gabriel partnering with, of course. That's the way I have it. I have Gabriel, but he's injured. It's Mari. The midfield, I have Rowe. Of course, Partey is injured. I have Nakonga and Saka. In the forwards, I have a three-man front line. I would have Martinelli, Lacazette, and Pepe. Lacazette forward, Martin on the left, Pepe on the right. That's my team.
Okay.
But that's because of injuries, guys. Like I said, obviously, guys, I'm not going to play Aubameyang. That's a no-brainer. The defense and the midfield is injuries, guys. I would play Partey in midfield split, and I would, of course, play Gabriel in the defense. That's my team. 4-2-3. If we do not a keeper, I'd replace Leno.
Yeah.
That's my team, and I think we're gonna get stuffed. Stuffed like a Thanksgiving turkey. You know what I mean? But I swear to God, I had very bad thoughts the other day. I was going to pray Xhaka expose his legs and something happened to him. That he season.
Should I tell you? Should I say my team for Saturday? Hello.
I have just one question for you, Dre. But you can talk about anything you want to talk about. But I just have one question for you. Where do you think we're going to finish this season? Each position. Do you think we're going to get back into Europe?
No.
That's my question.
No, we're not. We're going to finish. We're going to finish ninth. Nothing fills me with confidence this season. Nothing. Honestly, nothing. Yeah, that's my opinion. Do you want me to tell you my team for Saturday? Can you hear me?
No, I can. Hello?
Yo, can you hear me?
I can now. Now I can.
You can now?
Now, yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Did you get what I said?
Now,
I said ninth.
I
Ninth
can
or
hear
eighth.
you.
Ninth or eighth.
9th or 8th. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't think we're going to get back into Europe. I can't see us qualifying. The opposition
No
teams
way.
they were ahead of us already. They made some very good signings. And Spurs are a team, and I don't want to talk about Spurs. Obviously, Chelsea are at a different level to us. They have been for a couple of years. But Spurs, the way they do business in the transfer market is much more direct than us.
Yeah.
Not much talk in the transfer market. There's not much talk. They buy the player. There's
Just get
not
out and
much.
do it.
We were even being linked to Jordan Henderson. Can you believe that? That was never going to happen. We've been linked to so many players. Spurs, they do their transfer dealings better. And I hate saying that, because I don't like that club, but they do their transfer dealings much better than us. It's going to be a hard season, guys. We need to be ready for that. I'm just going to say, guys, I would like to thank Dre for coming on today. He's fired up, boys. He's fired up. I mean, I've never seen him like this before. The man is fired up. And he's every right to be, because it's been a tough time for us. The season is only 2 days away. We're not ready, in my opinion, for the start of the season. And that blame is 100% Arteta's. It's his responsibility. The blame lies squarely on his shoulders, guys. We're not ready for the new season. I just want to thank Trey for coming on. Like I said, spur of the moment thing. He's fired up. He's a passionate fan. He's going to be watching Chris Palace season or hopefully he'll have time for does possession-based podcast. The channel Drawnbydre, guys. I check him on Instagram, Drawnbydre. Do yourselves a favor. I'd like to thank Andre for coming on. I appreciate it. Take it easy, yeah. Take it easy. Better days will come for the club, I'm sure. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens in the first couple of games, yeah. Let's wait till the first couple of games and let's see what happens. Because we have games. We have 3 big games. Let's see what happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
After that,
my first game is against Chelsea. We're playing against Chelsea Palace on Saturday.
Oh, okay. Good one. All right. His team's first game is against the Chelsea guys, because he's supporting Palace this season. He's after walking away from the Gunners. He won't be at the Emirates anymore. You won't see him around there, so don't be looking for him. You know what I mean? You won't be outside there with a bag of chips and a beer. You won't be seeing him. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Smash the subscribe, and see you next time, guys. Thank you to Warren for tuning in. Thank you to Alex Vonneman, and thank you to Brentford till I die. We've got a Friday who gets the best of it, Brentford till I die. We'll see who gets the best of it on Friday. Go on, Brentford. See you later, guys. Take it easy. Peace.
Come on, Xhaka.
Go on, Granny Xhaka. Nice wife, in fairness. Nice wife. I'd like to meet her sometime, somewhere.